What's going on, everyone? It's yours truly, Mikeyy Beezoo, back with the Mikeyy Beezoo podcast. I technically think this is episode 6 or 7. Either way, today, hope everyone's having a blessed day. Hope everyone's having a good day overall, man. It's Friday. Most people get paid on Fridays. Some people get paid salary, bastards. Uh, so it is what it is. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm over here in the vault, aka the studios of the city of Inglewood, California, right next to lovely SoFi Stadium. And today, my guest host is none other than my brother Fred Harden Jr. Fred, what's going on with you?
What's up with it, man? How you doing?
Good, man. So today we have a multitude of topics ranging from different sports. Uh, the biggest of them all, well, depending on how you look at it. But from yesterday's events, obviously, we have the NBA draft. A lot of young men's lives have been changed, forever, which is a great thing. Also, Aaron Rodgers has finally showed up to camp, and the shit he was letting off, I love it, man. That's why he's always been one of my favorite quarterbacks all time, even though he is on my rival team. Fuck the Packers. Uh, Russell Westbrook was also traded on draft day, something that I did not actually see happening. But we will definitely get into that as well. And then also, there were some things that happened within the Olympics. I'm not sure if most people are aware of, but we'll definitely dive into that, man. But first things first, man. Let's get into this NBA draft. Fred, what was the most surprising thing for you from yesterday's events?
I'm about to tell you, man. Scotty Barnes going forward surprised the fuck out of me.
Yes.
I didn't know he was a top 5 talent. That surprised. I mean, honestly, no, actually, let me rephrase that. No disrespect to Scotty. I didn't feel he would be drafted top 5 with
Right.
some of the names we have been hearing over the last couple weeks.
Yep.
So that surprised the shit out of me. Honestly, with every pick is hit or miss. So
Right.
that's kind of rhetorical for me to say it's going to be a hit or miss pick for the Raptors.
Right.
But there's some guys they passed up that I think are going to be hoopers. Jalen Suggs for sure. You know, I think the dude from Oregon.
Right.
You know, the dude from UConn, James. He was balling late in the season.
Yeah, both night.
You know that's going to be tough. And then one of my sleepers that went really late, which surprised the shit out of me, Jalen Jackson. I thought he had top 5 talent. I watched that kid. He got it. Like watching him play and
Right.
hoop, he's a 6'9" wing. Like
Oh,
he
wait,
has it now.
Jalen Johnson from Duke, right?
Yes, the
Oh,
nigga who
okay,
quote
yeah,
unquote quit on the team.
yeah.
Bro, he got it to me. And
Right.
I thought he had top 5 talent. So to see Scotty go there for the Raptors, what the Raptors have done lately in the last 10, I'm gonna say 7 seasons with the players they picked up, they produced, and the players and what the players that they got are doing in the league. I'm not gonna disrespect their scouting or disrespect the way they draft kids because they've gotten some sleepers. You know, Fred VanVleet end up getting a fat contract. Bro, nobody was looking for
Man.
Fred. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Siakam, nobody was checking for Siakam.
Right.
Turned into another low key sleeper. You know, a lot of people say poor man Giannis. You know, and I feel it.
Right.
But Scotty, at 4, that's tough,
That's
bro.
tough.
I didn't
Yeah.
see him going there, but that was really surprising to me. But I trust the process. I trust the Raptors. You know, they got a banner up there for a reason. You know, they did their homework. Even when they traded for that 1 year for Kawhi, I was baffled by that trade. They got a fucking ring out of it. Like, they know what the hell they doing up there in the North. So I'm going to leave them alone, but that's my surprise still.
Right. For me, it was man, I think it's gonna work, but at least for now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty much surprised about this. Was the Thunder they drafted Josh Giddey? I mean, because like you said, like I was trying to watch the draft when I was at work yesterday, but things were kind of getting off, so I couldn't really stay on to it. But dog, I was like, wait, I'm like looking at the picks because I'm looking at the first pick. I'm seeing if the Rockets got Jalen. I'm like, all right, cool. I know the Cavs are gonna take Mobley, and then I didn't see the Raptors pick, but I saw the Thunder pick, And I'm like, wait, Josh Giddey. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And I had to think about it. I was like, oh, that's the dude in the Australian league. And then I went back and then I looked, like you said, Scotty Barnes at 4. I said, whoa. I said, at 4?
Hey, look, like I said, bro, niggas was hating on Russell when he got picked at 4.
Right,
And people was like, why are they picking a combo? He can't play point and he's too small to be a 2
right.
and yada yada. Nigga, look at Westbrook's career.
Yep.
Westbrook is literally on the brink of being the first ballot Hall of Famer. Now,
Facts.
I'm going to tell you this right now. If we go get a ring next year, bro's first ballot. He has a ring. Nigga got MVP. Nigga
Yeah.
averaged triple double for 3 years. Like, that nigga's first ballot.
He's probably going to
Like,
average
you know what I'm
one.
saying?
He could
And
average one next year, too,
and
huh?
if he go get a ring next year, his resume is better than CP3's. But niggas don't want to talk about that. But I'm just saying, where your pick does do a lot for you,
Right,
but you still gotta produce. You gotta go out there and play. So Scotty gonna have to go out there and ball.
right,
Giddy gonna have to go out there and ball. We not gonna give it to them just because they were picked at a certain position. We
right.
gonna scratch our fucking heads until they show us what they got. And all these dudes though, I mean shit. Even fucking even K. If K don't produce, he's a bust. It didn't work out. It's not. He shouldn't have been first. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
I'm gonna
see
tell you
how
the
he
first
couldn't
round pick
produce.
that nobody gives no respect to. Marcus Odom McKendy. Bro, he was a 7-footer with a fucking 10-foot broad jump.
Right,
Come on, dog. Who wasn't gonna pick him first?
right.
Now he didn't end up being a baller. He didn't hoop the ball out,
Yeah,
but he was a 7-footer that could fucking jump.
the Candy
And he
Man.
played basketball for 3 years
Yep.
and looked really good. So yes, he probably after you see him play wasn't worth it, but nigga, you gonna take a 7-footer right now with a 10-foot broad jump? Like, come on, dog. He was athletic as fuck, and he was a soccer player. He had the footwork and all that.
Right.
So, like, let's not act like it wasn't a reason he went 1. You know, it didn't work out, so now we can talk ish, and he busted, and the Clippers messed up. But honestly, bro was a hooper, like straight up. Bro was a fucking hooper. Like, you know, you gonna pick him. He was worth the pick. It's just that it didn't work out. So, you know, all these dudes though, man, if they work out, you know, these teams are smart. These
Right.
teams did their research, they know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
If these guys don't work out, then it's they could have got him at such and such. I hate to bring this up. I am a Laker fan, but let's talk about it. Lonzo.
Oh
Lonzo's
shit.
nice, right?
Yeah.
But that nigga Tatum is a fucking star.
Oh, for
Motherfucking
sure.
Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell's a star.
Right.
Laker fans still talking about man, we could have had Tatum, we could have had Mitchell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we
Right.
still kind of get hurt behind that. But out of UCLA, Lonzo was that guy. Like, he almost got taken first. Almost.
Almost.
You know what I'm saying?
Off
You
the
know,
horse's mouth.
Marquez Folk got taken first because he was quote unquote better. But even in college, head to head, you didn't see that. Like, you didn't see Marquez as being better. Zola was holding his own against Marquez, so it wasn't a big gap. You know, it was really close. A lot of people said, if the Lakers got the first pick, Lonzo would have went first. A lot of people said if any team outside of the 76ers got the first pick, somebody outside of Zola and Marquez would have went first because they had been over there. So, you know, it is what it is, man. These dudes still got to play.
Right.
I'm excited to see what's next
It's gonna be
for all these dudes, bro.
I think just as you scan towards the end of the draft, I was happy Gup got drafted by the Rockets. Well, not by the Rockets, just
Man,
drafted in the first
him and
round, man.
Green,
Yeah.
the Rockets really went guard heavy. They went
Yeah.
2 really score first guards. Like,
And then they
those
got
guys are not PGs. Both those guys are not PGs. I don't care how tall they are. Those guys is straight up shooting guards.
2
They're
guards.
gonna get you a bucket, like, for
Yeah.
sure.
And then
So
Usman Garuba from Spain, they drafted him at 23. He's a forward right before they got Gup. So I thought that was interesting too. I'm like, all right, 2 guards, a forward. Uh, Isaiah Todd went 31st to Milwaukee, but then now he's on the Pacers. Uh, I'm looking at this, man. Man, there's a few guys I know they wish, like, man, I probably should have stayed in college a few years or something.
nah,
Man,
Cooper.
Cooper,
I'm
48.
like, why you really ducked out of Auburn, and Auburn got a top 10 class this year coming in. If he
Bro.
would have stayed at Auburn, he really could have got a chip and
And
probably got a little bit higher in the
high
draft.
first
He didn't
round at
have enough.
least.
He didn't have enough this year.
Yeah, he didn't.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then I ain't gonna hold you. Baylor ate his ass up too.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Baylor ate his ass up, bro.
Yeah.
Like
That's
Baylor ate his ass up, bro. He was going crazy, and then he played that Baylor game, nigga. They touched that nigga up, but national champs, you know, they supposed to do that. But yeah, nah,
right.
Baylor held that nigga in check, bro. He didn't have nothing to say or nothing to do with them boys.
And then
Um,
and then I'm looking right here. He didn't even play in the NBA combine either. I thought that was
that's what
weird,
I'm
and I'm like, bro,
saying,
you're not
bro.
a lock.
Why he
Like,
didn't
I can
rock?
see you're
He
not
should
a
have rocked
lock.
out another year. And then always, I tell you this all the time. Guards are dime a dozen, bro. As
Yep.
a guard,
Yep.
if you're not going first round, you really playing with you playing with yourself because second round is non guaranteed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? First round, you got guaranteed bread. Second round, it's no guarantee there, bro. So honestly, I mean, that extra year wouldn't have killed you, bro.
Right.
You know, and then then you talking about second year. Now they allowing you to accept uh uh what's that shit called? Sponsorships now
Yep.
as a player. So you passed the big bread. You could have been at Auburn and getting
And getting
chipped
chipped.
off.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
man, you he
It's
probably would have blew up more, stayed at Auburn, and maybe might have touched more bread. Now, if it don't pan out, you have a bad summer, nigga.
right.
You overseas now, so I don't know, Sharif,
Yeah.
Cooper,
Yeah. That
that's
hurt.
tough, bro. To go
That
second
hurt.
round, that's tough, bro. Because he really had a first round name. You feel me?
Right.
His
For the
buzz was first
longest.
round,
Oh
so to
yeah.
see him go second was like,
Yeah. That's tough, man. And then even BJ Boston, him as
but
well.
hey.
Grizzlies. Oh no, no,
He should
sorry,
have
Clippers,
sat his
Clippers,
ass
Clippers,
down, bro.
Clippers.
He had a terrible
Terrible
first
year.
year.
Yes, terrible year. Terrible.
His year was trash, bro. And honestly, it wasn't. It was more so just not having no rhythm, bro. Looked out of rhythm,
Right,
and then when he finally looked like he got into it, it was over. Like Kentucky was already drowning,
right.
but bro, he's another nigga. Like, oh, bro, you hate to see it happen because he's a hooper. You know his potential, his talent. You
What?
feel me? Even Zaire went higher than you, bro. And Zaire, his knee was fucked up most of this year.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Zaire went 10,
He went
nigga.
10.
And
Yeah,
Boston, uh, him and they was on the same team.
same
I ain't
team.
gonna hold you. Boston put in more work that year. They
He
won.
did.
Last year, Boston put in more
He
work.
did.
Boston looked better. I'm gonna keep it a beat with
No,
you.
he
So
did.
for Zaire, for a nigga that you outworked last year to go before you, that
That's
shit nasty,
heartbreaking.
bro.
That's hard. Hey, what can happen in 2 years? Legit. What can happen in 2 years? Well, BJ was ranked
Bruh,
like fourth in high school, and Zaire was eight, and then he goes 10 in the draft, and you go second round. That's
bruh.
that's tough. That's
Super.
tough.
That's what I'm
Tough.
saying. But he had a bad year. Honestly, he had a
He
bad
had a bad
year,
year.
and this is when you got to talk to your coaches, and this is why recruiting is so important.
Yep.
If you trust your coach and you're at a situation that you know you're good at, your
Hmm.
coach comes to you and goes, "Hey, look, bro, I want to see you get there,
Right.
but you missing something," and you truly trust that coach, and he tell you, "Yeah, man, you need to rock out one more year. I think you could show something extra."
Right.
At that point, it's still your choice. But if you really trust that coach and you know that coach wants to see just the best for you, you're
Right.
gonna rock out one more year. And I feel like Calipari probably could have told BJ that. And BJ probably was on his own tip, or his dad, or him,
His
or
dad,
somebody he knew,
maybe.
quote unquote, has some
Yeah.
insider about him. So he, didn't take it. But honestly, bro, I would have loved to see bro rock out one more year of college because man, seeing him go second, that's kind of crazy.
That's
Especially
crazy,
seeing
bro.
Zaire go 10,
10.
dog. That's super crazy to me. It's crazy,
I'm watching
bro.
his
Cause
clips right now, bro, and I'm like, you know what? He didn't show that pull up, bro. He has a decent pull up jumper, Zaire.
cool. Yeah,
I'll
yeah. No,
send
hey,
you the
Zaire can hoop,
I'll
but
send you the clips,
you
bro. I'm
can't
like,
tell
what was
me. I'm
this?
talking about before this year.
Step
You can't
backs?
tell me last year he was better than Boston, dog. I wouldn't have believed you.
I'm
I wouldn't have listened to it. I wouldn't have taken that as no answer, dog. Nah, for
right.
real. Boston was way better on that team, dog.
Yeah.
Like Boston was the nigga when them niggas are struggling, bro would go off and go get six in a row, like,
Right.
and then Zaire would tip in like a dunk or get a little layup here, and then they'll push it to 10 or some shit. But when they were struggling and they needed a bucket, Boston was going in to get that bucket. Like Boston was the nigga who was going to get it. Zaire wasn't getting it, so I'm like, to see him go first is just really let you know, like,
Hey,
this shit
well,
is so temporary, dog.
hey,
Like
I'm gonna tell you
it's
something
it's
right
really who's
now.
hot, who's not.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something right now. to be real with you, off of just watching these clips, I mean, these are majority highlights. They're not really lowlights, but off of these highlights, Zaire looked like Boston 2 years ago, and Boston don't look like Boston 2 years ago. Because no, like
This
he
nigga
looks
Mike
like
is stupid.
no, seriously, he's 6'8", and if you I'm gonna send you these clips so you can check it out today. He has a shot. Where was this in high school? Like, I didn't see none of this. Like, when I watched Zaire in high school, I'm like, bro, I don't see how he's translating to college, let alone the NBA. Like, he has athleticism, but he doesn't pull up jumpers. Like, that's why when I would see him, like, when they play their games and stuff, I'd see him shoot. I'm like, he doesn't look comfortable, bro. On these clips, he put in work, bro. So, hats off to him. Question to you: Rookie of the year, early Rookie of the year choice, and why?
Oh shit. Honestly, I'm gonna go Cade, and because he's gonna get the time and the minutes,
Right,
and he's the type of dude that's gonna have a LaMelo type year. And when I say LaMelo, is to where he's gonna be able to impact the team on different ways.
day
I
one.
don't think he has to go get dubbed.
Right,
He doesn't have to go average 20 for his team to be successful. He can go get 15
right,
and have like 7 to 8 assists. He's gonna probably get you 4 boards. Like his numbers are just gonna be overall good.
right,
So that's why I'm going Cade. I really feel like he actually doesn't have to reach his potential.
right.
Like his potential is LeBronish. Nigga, I've heard Ben Simmons with a jump shot.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's super crazy. But he doesn't have to reach that to get Rookie of the Year. Mind you, Ben Simmons on Rookie of the Year. Everybody forgets that. Ben Simmons on Rookie of the Year over Donovan Mitchell, who
Right.
averaged the dub in the West his rookie year.
And
Yes, he did do
playoffs.
that.
And
And
playoffs.
Ben Simmons still got it. So I think Cade doesn't have to have a great year. He can have an okay year as far as All Stars numbers and shit like that. Not okay for a rookie. I'm talking about he can have a decent year of where his potential is,
Right.
and he can get Rookie of the Year. I definitely see 13-7 and 5, like 13-7-5. That's Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
13-7-5, shooting probably 40 from the field. He'll probably give you mid 30s from three. He'll probably give you 70 from the line, and that's going to be enough for him to get the Rookie of the Year. For some other guys, I don't see it right now. I do not see it, bro. And Mobley, I feel like he got to get bigger. Jalen, I feel like he's going to have some work to do.
He gotta get bigger too. Just a little bit. I think Jalen gotta get a little bigger. For me, he's gotta get a little bigger. Maybe 10 pounds. He doesn't have to put on 20 pounds. He's gonna naturally get strength. All these dudes are gonna naturally get strength. At least the younger guys are like 18, 19. They're gonna naturally get strength. But yeah, Jalen got some work to do size wise. What do you think about the Warriors picking up Jonathan Kuminga at 7?
Jonathan Kaminga's a hooper, bro. I
Yeah.
like that. Man, look, the Warrior, that was smart because, okay, worst case scenario, let's say Clay never gets healthy. Jonathan Kaminga could give you that defense. Like, I've
Yeah.
seen that dude. He's going to play really good. He's going to be really good with Curry
Right.
because, and Draymond, because Draymond passes the ball well. Kaminga plays some defense. The
Right.
nigga's athletic. He could jump, and then Curry opens up that space to where you got niggas like Kaminga cutting to the basket, and Draymond can find him because
Yep.
niggas are scared of Steph on the three at the line. I mean, Kaminga has some room over there. Like
Right.
now, I am scared of our coach. I don't think that, like you said, I don't think that nigga could develop talent.
Yeah.
You know how he fucked over Wiseman. I really thought Wiseman was the front runner for Rookie of the Year because I thought he was going to get the minutes. He had the opportunity.
Yeah.
He had a chance to actually have an impact on a successful team,
Yep.
and that just never came together. And I just was looking like, what the fuck is Curry doing? Like sometimes I was really asking myself that.
Right.
So this is going to be another test for Curry. You have another piece, bro. And this
Two.
nigga got talent,
Two.
dog.
Two. Moses Moody at 14. I like that pick as well.
Yeah, man, that's what but once again, goes back to Kurt. Nigga, you gotta show us some shit now, boy. Cause
Yeah.
you getting some young talent over there.
Yep.
Like the Splash Brothers was there before you. Let's keep it real. Draymond was there before you. We
Right.
know who developed them. We know who coached them up.
Yep.
So you don't get points for that. Nigga, that championship low key. You don't even get points for that low key. Cause
Yeah.
that team was there, nigga. Was there, nigga. So I gotta see something, Kurt. And they just got you two more pieces. And it's pieces that you needed, pieces that can work. Once again,
Right.
Moody, 6'5", athletic two guard,
Yeah.
can score the ball.
Right.
Play is going to be really good with Steph. You know what I'm saying? He got flavors. They just got you a wing, a 6'8", athletic wing.
Athlete long.
Then went and got you another young two guard. Now y'all got Wiggins. Y'all can move Wiggins however y'all want now. Like
Right.
y'all really don't need Wiggins because I'm gonna keep it a bean. Jonathan got the same shit Wiggins got.
Was
And here
Jonathan's
go the crazy part.
Jonathan's
You're
gonna be
not even
bigger
looking for
though.
Jonathan to give you a dub. You was
Yeah.
looking for Wiggins to give you a dub. Jonathan, you don't care if he bring you a dub. You
Right.
just want him to dunk on a nigga every game and
Played good
come out with some
defense.
defense.
Yes, sir. I think it's very
Cause
interesting. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, because you don't have the expectations. That's all I was gonna say. But yeah, nah.
Right. I listen, man. As a Laker fan, I love like I mean, no, excuse me. As a basketball fan, I actually love their draft for them because I was high on Kaminga and another situation with him. Crazy how life works. If he didn't reclassify, he would just be going to college instead of being in the NBA. Kind of crazy how things work. So kudos for him. His plan paid off. He went top 7. Um, I honestly, I think the Warriors, they regardless, I think they've helped themselves keep that window open for a title. I think they have. Now, I'll say that because if I had to bet money, I would like to think. I mean, oh man, Steve Kerr, man. I would like to think Wiseman is going to develop, maybe not to the capacity that he will, maybe not until like year 5 or like year 6, but I would like to think he's going to develop. And if I had to bet money, I would say Kuminga is going to at least be an all defense type of guy because he's not going to be expected to be a true scorer, you know. So it's going to be very interesting. I mean, they can go out with a lineup like you said. They get rid of Wiggins. They could go Clay. You know, they could go Kuminga, Curry, Wiseman, and then they can go Buddy. What's his name? Draymond. They go Draymond to 4, and then it's never going to be KD Golden State. But I mean, I would like to bet house money one of those two young kids are going to develop. So the Warriors, man, they're doing their thing. I don't know if you heard, but they tried to trade for Ben Simmons, but Philadelphia wanted Wiseman, they wanted Wiggins, they wanted 7, and they wanted 14. And I'm like, dog, they're
Hey
not
yo,
they're not doing that, bro.
that's big rate.
Yeah,
Shit, nigga, y'all should have took Wiggins and Lee, my nigga. But I don't know
yeah,
if Curry wanted to give up his brother-in-law like that. But yeah, Wiggins and Lee and some picks, my nigga.
right.
Took both them picks. They just dropped, nigga, and said, "Shut the fuck up." Like y'all
Yeah.
niggas is wild. You said Wiseman.
Wiseman, Wiggins, 7 and 14,
They
bro.
wanted the whole cake.
The whole thing. And I'm like,
Stingy ass
hey,
motherfuckers.
and
And y'all don't
now
even need Wiseman. Y'all got MB. Like, what was the
exactly.
point?
Yeah.
That Twin Tower shit wasn't working in today's NBA, nigga.
Listen, the coldest part is that Philadelphia fucked themselves because the NBA knows, like, yo, y'all think y'all getting a boatload for Harden? I mean, not for Harden, excuse me, for Simmons. Y'all should have took that. Y'all should have took that deal for Harden last year. Because listen, everything else now, his stock has dropped from 2 years ago. Ben Simmons, his stock has dropped.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it real. So
Yeah.
now you're
Wait,
just
so they was gonna give up Ben for Harden?
well, yeah, but Harden wanted to go to Brooklyn. So basically, it would have
Oh
been like, okay, Harden's not going to play. But
man.
in hindsight, now it's like, well, yeah, you probably should have took Simmons, Maxey, Tybalt, and some picks instead of now. You probably got to hope you get like at least one first round pick and a decent player, because they were even throwing around the fact that Bradley Beal was gonna get dealt to Philly, but I'm like, nah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think DC will be stupid enough to do that. But then they were saying that, okay, well, what if we trade Ben Simmons to Philly? Somehow they still keep Bradley Beal, but nonetheless, I don't see either of those situations happening. If Bradley Bill's gonna get traded,
Man.
it's gonna be to the West. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, then I don't know if you heard about this trade too. They're saying Bradley Beal to the Warriors, but I'm like, dude, you guys are banking on Clay still being an elite defender when he comes back, and then you still have to hide Curry. And then for those that don't know, Bradley Beal doesn't really play defense, I mean, he'll try. He'll try because Kerr's gonna make him. He'll try, but he's not gonna be an elite stopper. Like, so then you got a small backcourt with a guy came off an ACL in a knee injury, and then you got a declining Draymond. Like, I think Warriors fans are kind of asking a little bit too much for them. Um, so yeah, that's essentially my take on it. My rookie of the year, I want to go Jalen Green, but I think unless he gets off to a hot start, I don't see him winning it because John Wall's still there, and then Porter, Kevin Porter, is it Kevin Porter? Yeah, Kevin Porter,
Yeah,
he's still there.
he went. He was going crazy at the end of the year. He had that 50 piece too.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
then you
he
got
had a
Gup,
50 piece.
and then Gup's probably gonna get sent to the G League probably because that's a lot of that's a lot of guards,
Yeah,
man.
Gup is not in a good situation. Honestly,
Yeah,
that's why I'm surprised they actually took him because I didn't see the need for him at that there.
right,
Like maybe they just went best pick, but best available. But I was just looking like, ooh.
man.
And Green and Gup is really the same type of guy. Like when I say
Right,
guy, they're scorers. Like
right.
when you look at that guy, you're looking for a bucket. Like you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
you go get two guys that are looking for buckets, and it's
yep,
like, and then let's keep it real. Green is better. Like I
yeah.
hate to say it, it
More
is what it is. You know, I like to
explosive.
stick with Cali kids, but
Yeah,
yeah, Green is definitely a
better
better all
athlete.
around. Oh, sorry, Green is a Cali kid too. I think he's from NorCal.
Yeah, he's
So
from Fresno.
yeah, they both Cali kids, but
Yeah,
Green is definitely better, bro. So when you
yeah,
getting two buckets and you got one that's slightly better, you know what I'm saying, and he's bigger pick, it's gonna be tough to get out of that situation. Honestly, I don't know if they draft him like I said, best available, maybe trade bait down the line. I don't know. You
right.
know what I'm saying? But Gup is a hooper, and
Oh
Gup
yeah,
has one thing on his side, and that is the fact that that dude balls out. So Gup has a chance to shine wherever. You know, that dude, like I said, he's a hooper. I never count hoopers out. And when I say hooper, a dude that just love to go out there and ball. So,
yep,
I never count guys out like that because for some reason those dudes find somewhere to play. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I feel like Gup would be all right. He's a genuine hooper,
Yeah,
a dude that just want to go out and play. So
yeah. He'll
I
find his
think
way.
Gup would be fine.
Yeah, he's gonna find his way regardless. Uh, moving on, man. Your boy, Mister UCLA himself, Mister one of my not even one of my high school alumni rival, Hawthorne High School's rival, losing your high school, lose a finger, as we used to diss them. We used to diss them back in high school. Russell Westbrook has made his way ultimately back to the Los Angeles area, courtesy of the Los Angeles Lakers. They
Mr.
traded away.
2020,
Yes,
I did it for
sir.
Nips. You know what 2020 is.
Yes, sir.
You know what I did it
Oh
for.
yeah, yeah. They traded
You
away
know.
Harold Kuzma finally. Uh,
Hey, bro.
first
I'm gonna
round
tell
pick.
you, Kuzma took some of the worst slander I ever seen, dog. The Lakers posted him for his birthday,
Birthday.
and
Yeah,
they torched that man.
yeah.
And I'm like, it's bro's birthday. And Kuz said this offseason he wanted to go somewhere where he had an opportunity to play.
Yep.
Nigga, you got a lot of opportunity, my nigga.
Oh
They got
yeah.
man. Hey, look, it's only one basketball. It's only one bucket, but nigga, you got a lot of opportunity to play now and
Yep.
shoot as many shots as you want. Kuz can go shoot 20 times this game now.
Oh
You got
yeah.
it, dog.
Yeah. He's got the green light.
And when Bill asked for that trade, 25, bro. You can go get 25. Nigga, he probably gonna be in Brandon Ingram shoes next year. He could probably might get most improved.
Yeah, you got a point because what he averaged this year, 15. Yeah, he averaged like 15, 14. Yeah, yeah. He should be
Yeah,
close.
he
He
was
should be
low.
at about 18, 19 a game next year.
Dog, he was trash though. I was just gonna tell
Yeah,
you that.
he
He was
was.
trash in the playoffs.
Genie literally. I mean, not that we were gonna able to keep Ingram, like that wasn't a secret, but Genie literally like catered to him, like bro, like you're one of her favorites. Like, listen, fam, LeBron catered to you. He tried. Like we know LeBron. If LeBron don't want you in the team, you're gone, bro. Like he'll come up with a basketball reason and he'll make it very convincing and he'll talk to management, talk to his agent or Rich Paul, whatever, and they'll talk to management and then they'll be like, you know what? Maybe he doesn't shoot good from the corner three. Let's see who we could trade him for. And it'll happen. People should never forget that whole Cleveland Cavalier trade overhaul. He got his own man's D Wade up out of there. What y'all think he would do to Kyle Kuzma? You know what I mean? Like, I just think overall, I'm glad Kuzma's gone. he was a crowd favorite, and then he just turned to not even a villain. He just turned to just he just turned to a trash can. Like people are just turning him he's a trash can. Yeah, they turned to a
But
trash can,
see, but
man.
see, markets, bro. It's all about markets.
Yep,
Now, LA is that market to where
that
if you
market.
don't produce, you're gonna get the butt end of it.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the butt end of it.
it's
New
tough.
York's another market. You know what I'm saying? Julius Randle got real successful this year.
Right,
One part of it had to do with the fact that he was in fucking uh he was in New York and he was succeeding in New York and New York was a playoff contender.
right.
You know what I'm saying? When you do shit like that, yeah, your name gonna ring bells. Yeah, you gonna have a buzz
Yep,
because New York is a big city. You know they love good stories, and you came over there. You took a team that ain't been to the playoffs in years to the playoffs, and
right.
you had a great season. You averaged dub, and you was kicking ass and taking names, and you know what I'm saying.
Yep,
So he blew up. Now it came to bite him in the ass in the playoffs.
right,
You know, but he blew up. Kuzma, he got the butt end of it being in a big market.
right,
You know, like I said, Randall in a big market because he had a great season.
right.
Now, Kuzma would have gave us a dub last year. Would have showed his ass in the playoffs. Nigga, his stock would have shot through the roof. But he didn't show up. He gave. He
Right.
underperformed. You came off the bench as the bench spark and scorer.
Yep.
That was your time. You did not do that.
Couldn't do it.
So now you catch the butt end of not succeeding in the market.
I think Kuzma checked out a long time ago. Be honest with you, I think he checked out a
Oh,
long.
that's a whole
Come
different
on, bro.
conversation.
He, I think he
You know
checked out a
what?
long time
You
ago.
know what? Sheesh, that's spicy.
Think about it. If Trez just got there off being sixth man of the year, and Vogel couldn't even figure out his consistent role, I'm certain Kuzma checked out a while ago, bro. Come on, you don't remember? You don't remember? As soon as we got AD in the summer league, it was him, Bron,
Man,
Kuzma. That was supposed to be our top three guys.
yeah,
Kuzma couldn't fill up to it. He couldn't. He couldn't live up to it. Like that's probably gonna be one of those things in the Laker era. As long as I'm living, that I'll think about and look back on like, damn, bro, like you really smoked it. You really smoked it. Like legit, you smoked it. So we'll see how his career plays out, man. I think he'll end up having a long career. If not, he'll be overseas. But we'll see how it transpires, man. But what are your thoughts about the Lakers attaining Russell Westbrook, man? I know you don't happy.
I like it. Honestly, yes, everybody's gonna say he can't shoot, but Russell Westbrook does everything else great.
Right.
Let's just keep it real.
Right.
He's a good passer. He's not a punk on defense. He has a good IQ. Yes, his
Yes. Thank
shot
you.
IQ is terrible.
Yes.
Yes, I will agree with that. But when you have a guy like LeBron, you don't really need to worry about the next dude's shot IQ because LeBron's probably most likely going to be setting up Russell Westbrook for a lot
Thank
of those
you.
backdoor cuts and
Thank
dunks,
you.
and you know, I think Westbrook will be okay.
I don't see.
Westbrook will be okay.
I think I look at it like this. I agree with 1,000% what you said. I look like this. A lot of people that were saying like, "Oh, I don't know about Russ." And listen, Russell Westbrook has a high IQ. He's a Hall of Famer. I would like to think most Hall of Famers don't have low IQs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yes, sir.
I would like to think
Exactly.
you don't get in the Hall of Fame by just being stupid and being reckless. You're one of those
Yeah.
guys that are like a crowd favorite for a moment. Like for instance, no disrespect, you're like a Nick Young. You're like a favorite, or even Kuzma. Kuzma was a favorite.
Nigga said Nick Young.
And they both happen to be Lakers. I hate to say that, but those are favorites. Darius Miles. Those type. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
hey,
Those type
Darius
of
was from the
guys.
I could jump generation, bro. Basketball
Listen,
had a generation where if you could jump, you made it to the league, nigga. And that
listen,
was
man,
Darius
and
Miles,
that
dog.
was it. Stromile Swift, the pigeon call. Come
Ooh,
on, man. Like,
hey, hey,
bro.
I think you sent me his highlights one
Yes,
time of
listen,
him
man.
dunking on dudes.
A nigga dunk on me. He started throwing up the pigeon bird call. You got me fucked up. But I just think I don't see how it's not gonna work. Now I will say that the way that this roster is built, I think we might have talked about this, but as soon as the trade happened, the first thing I thought of was like, all right, AD's gonna have to. He's the first
Be
option
the
to like,
man. Yeah, he got to be
yeah,
the man. Yeah, for
because
sure.
I mean, at this point, AD, he was our closer when we won 2 years ago or 2 seasons ago,
Yeah,
rather. He was our closer, and
yeah,
he showed it,
for
and
sure.
it wasn't a surprise.
Nigga
Like,
had a game winning three.
bro, he's our closer. That's essentially it. Like, and like you were saying, you can go. Matter of fact, you go ahead and say it because I was thinking the same shit. Go ahead, you can say what you told yesterday.
About AD.
Yeah, about basically what's gonna happen this year, or what you expect from him, rather.
He got to be the man. If he's not the man, this team's not gonna go nowhere. Like he has to be the man. That's it's no way. I don't see this team doing anything without AD not being the guy.
Yep.
And the reason I said that is I don't think LeBron has it anymore. And when I say has it, obviously LeBron could still be an all star.
Right.
Obviously LeBron's still gonna put up phenomenal numbers. But LeBron can't carry a team anymore. I feel like AD has to take that torch because it's his time to shine.
Yeah.
He has that ability to do it,
Yep.
and he needs to do it. So if AD's not getting 20 touches a game, we're gonna be in trouble
Oh yeah.
because someone alluded to me, which happened to be my cousin, but he said, "Watch LeBron. He's not blowing by cats no more."
He's
And
not.
honestly, he's not. LeBron has lost that athleticism. Now, LeBron is still LeBron. He still has a high skill set, very good IQ with basketball. As far as basketball goes, actually, probably one of the higher IQs in the league.
Yep.
Actually, I will put him up there with Rondo
Yep.
as far as IQ goes. So I still have faith in him to get the job done, but he's not going to carry the team, bro. And
Right.
especially for 82 games, we might see a couple of games where he get hot and where he could do some old school LeBron ish, but I don't think we're going to see it often.
Right.
Often, AD can go out there every game and give you solid numbers and be that guy.
Right.
I sent it to you where it was talking about Giannis accomplishments and AD's,
Yep.
and Giannis list was heavy,
Heavy.
AD's was light,
Like.
but niggas will still take AD over Giannis because they know AD has that skill set. He has something Giannis doesn't, which is that touch around the basket.
Right.
He can shoot the rock. You're not fouling AD. You're not letting AD go to the free throw line 20 times. Because if he goes there 20 times, he probably going to make about 17, 16 on average.
Right.
So you're not putting AD on the foul line because he might be having an off night, but you get him to that free throw line, he starts to get some rhythm. Now you're in trouble because
Right.
that 60-50 piece is coming. That's the type of guy AD is. So that's what makes him more dangerous and more talented than Giannis. He actually can shoot the ball.
Right.
He's a true footer. He got a handle on him.
Yep.
And he plays defense. So AD's got to be that guy. Like we need him to be that guy. We can't we can't have him ride shotgun no more, bro. He got to take the wheel.
Right. It's I think it's put up or shut up. This is how, like you said, the LA market. This is how shit works. AD, I won't say you could have made a small case, maybe not a huge case, but AD just came off damn near, if it wasn't for LeBron, he came off a Finals MVP performance. I mean, won a championship, and a year from obviously he got hurt. Him and LeBron, things didn't work out. It's put up or shut up time for him again. Like that's the pressure. That's the real life pressure of playing in LA. I don't see how this isn't gonna work. I'm still eager to see how the rest of the team is gonna fill out. I will say that I would like to see. I mean, I think he's still under contractual obligations to the 76ers. If Dwight could have came back next year, man, listen, I'd have been like, shit, sign me up, like for reals. We'll see what happens with Drummond. We'll see how many other shooters we're gonna add, and just ultimately, who's gonna be our sixth man? Like, that's the big. Actually, we didn't trade Dennis Schroeder, did we? Hello?
Nah, do we not?
Oh,
Dennis is. I guess if we want Dennis, we could resign him. I thought he was unrestricted though.
no, he's
Last time I
he's
checked.
unrestricted, but I thought they were gonna try to sign and trade him.
Oh, for real?
Oh no, yeah. I thought. Oh, you know what? They're probably gonna try to sign and trade Dennis for Buddy, because we were. It was rumored that Buddy Hield, because what was reported initially that the Lakers are trying to go get Buddy Hield. But I thought Trez, Kuzma, and Dennis was too much. I'm like, bro, that's a lot. That's a lot for Buddy Hield.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you though. I'm gonna tell you something that hurts me. We really about to pay Russell 44 and 46, dog. He about to get 90 in 2 years, dog.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I
That's a
think
lot of money.
I think for him and where he's at right now, I'm watching his clips. I think I
Who,
think
Russ?
yeah, I'm watching some Russ highlights from this past season. I think I think we got 2 more years out of him. So I think he's gonna give it. I listen, man.
Listen, I want everybody healthy. That's it. I think if we can get all the cats healthy that we got on the roster
Right.
right now, we got a good chance. Now, there is some teams that scare me. I mean, I'm still scared of healthy Nets. Giannis and them could get better, and I keep telling people that. People think I'm crazy.
Nah, he can.
I mean, they just want to chip and they can get better. And honestly, it's offensively. They are trash offensively, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've been telling you, offensively, they were trash this playoffs.
Yep.
They literally had moments where they couldn't go get a buy a bucket
Right.
with all that talent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm about to say some stuff. Middleton get consistent. Milwaukee's gonna be a problem. If Holiday get consistent, Milwaukee is a problem,
Yeah.
dog.
Pretty much.
They actually have a squad over there.
Yep.
Once again, I'm scared of those dudes.
Yeah. They we
Yeah, I'm
know
really scared of those dudes,
they
man.
they we know we getting from Giannis. That's it. We getting 35, 15, 5 blocks. We know we getting from him. That's it. But I mean, damn, like KCP, not even recipes to KCP. I'm tripping. Shout out to KCP, man. He was our best shooter from the playoffs a few years ago, man. I wanted to see Trez. I really want to see Trez work out long term, but it wasn't gonna happen. Shit. So basically, the guys we got on the roster, man, for next year is basically Braun, AD, Gasol, and McKinney. Oh, and then THT. Uh, he has the restricted. Oh yeah, that's gonna be huge. Yeah, THT. Yeah. So basically, we only have about 6 guys on the roster. We got our big three. We just don't have a supporting cast. So this offseason is gonna be
Interesting.
interesting to say the least,
Yeah,
man.
it's just hey, look, we just getting started, man.
For reals. On the flip side, let me talk to you about this also real quick. What do you think is up with the boy? His handle on Twitter is the real deal Bill 23. What's going on in the mind
Who the
of
hell is that?
Bradley Bill?
Oh,
Yeah, what do you think is going on inside the mind of Bradley Bill, bro? Be real with your boy. What you think is going on with this man? What do you think he is thinking? I don't see him wanting to stay. Like, why?
I don't think he's staying either.
I don't like what Bradley. Like, come on, bro. I don't see it. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't think he's staying. I think bro's out of there. Honestly, I don't know what's going on in his head though, man. That's a good question. I mean, I know his. Hey, look, I know his chick is an LA girl, man. I really thought he was gonna try to move over here too. I mean, that's why that Russell trade kind of hurt me a little bit. I'm like, man, if we would have just simmered down, bro, I think we could have held out and made some move for Bill.
Right.
Because Bill's not getting half of what Russell's getting, but Russell, that's why another reason why they moved him because he was getting all that bread, man. They had to move Russell, you know.
3 teams in
So,
3 years.
man, that dude, bruh, I still can't believe it. Honestly, Russell's one of those guys that we're not talking about him now, and I don't think he's gonna get any type of love or respect. But when he finally hangs up the sneaks, people gonna
Oh
be like,
yeah,
sheesh,
yeah. He had a crazy career from start to finish.
bro. Just from start to beginning, people was already questioning whether he should have been picked that high.
Yep.
What was OKC doing?
Yep.
He has no position and
Yep.
yada yada yada. Then he turns out to be this beast, and then he's getting tossed around these last couple few years, and it's been ugly for him. You talking about OKC, then he gets thrown to the Rockets, then he gets thrown to the Wizards. And at first, the Wizards are looking dumb because they wasn't doing shit with him
Right.
and Bill. And then he started going crazy. Russ just turns on the switch
Yep.
and goes crazy. Gets these dudes into the playoffs. They end up playing, they end up getting mixed, but, they got there. They was
Yeah. Yeah.
close,
Yeah. 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 I- What would you
you
like to?
know.
What would you like to see Bradley Bill?
Man, you already know what I'm gonna say. Honestly, it's not gonna happen. I want to see him come here, but now,
Right.
since I know that's off the table because of the money we already spent on players, um, Where do I want to see Bill? It's a good ass question. Because I know he's not coming here. Sheesh. Honestly, I would like to see him. Who needs a guy like Bradley? Who doesn't need a guy like Bradley? Where would he make the most sense? Honestly, you're not gonna like this, but maybe Philly. Him and Embiid.
I like it, but it's just like, do I see? I don't
You
see
know,
them
give up
trading.
Simmons and another piece. Go get Bill.
I don't see them trading in conference, but they might. They got Philly. Don't really have no much choices on the flip side.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you know what I'm saying? How about this? I got another one that I'm thinking about that just came to the top of my head. New York and keep Randall. Stephen A. Smith said Randall's a third option at best. That was crazy. But you know, Bill and
Man,
Randall.
man,
How do you like that?
that's not that. It don't move the needle for me
Bill's
because
the first option and Randall's just second.
oh, they're gonna eat Brad. They're gonna eat him, man. I don't know if Brad ready for that New York. I don't know. I don't know if he ready for that New York media, bro.
Oh
Honestly,
man.
they gonna eat that nigga up. You seen what they did to Melo, man, and
How about this? How about this? I got a third one that just came to me because I said they need a guy like this. Try to figure it out in Atlanta. Get Bill over there. Bill and Trey.
in Atlanta. Oh, that would be crazy. That okay.
They do not have a guy like Bill on that roster, and they needed a guy like that. Like he's a walking bucket. That's why. So you go add Trey, who was giving everybody hell in that pick and roll.
Mm.
Then you add a guy like Bill who can go get a bucket. That's what made Phoenix so hard to stop. You had the pick and roll maestro. Then you had a walk-in bucket with Booker. That shit was so hard to stop because when you stop the pick and roll, he's ISO Booker.
ISO Booker, yeah.
And nigga Booker was going crazy. Like,
Yeah.
so, you know, shout out to Walter, man. I know he gonna love that part. But yeah, man, you know, that's what made them so tough to stop. They had a fucking walk-in bucket and a pick and roll maestro. So we can pick and roll you to death. When you start to pick them on that, we're gonna ISO the fuck out you.
Yeah. I should have fucking won last year. They missed that shit, boy. Phoenix. I know them
Man, yeah,
Phoenix
they're not
fans
getting
is
the chip. I ain't gonna hold
sick.
you. They're
Sick.
not getting one. Man, it hurt to see that, but it was like it was what it was. I mean, Milwaukee was the better team, honestly.
They might as well try to
Phoenix was playing better, but Milwaukee was the better team. You looked at the roster, you looked at the pieces, you looked at the matchups. Milwaukee was the better team.
hey, they might as well try to see what they can get for. Well, nah, it just sucks though, because Chris Paul's gonna go back, but I mean they're gonna get
Say it
bounced.
again.
No, I'm saying Chris Paul's gonna go back, but they're gonna get bounced in what first round next
They
year.
gonna give
Like,
him 100.
ah,
You think they gonna give him 100 for three, bro? 100 for three for Chris Paul is tough.
you gonna sign him or you gonna sign Dennis
But
for?
look, but look, but look. Westbrook getting 90 for two. So I mean, it's hard not to give Chris Paul 100 for the three. That's low key a discount.
But the cap's gonna go up though. I'm just going off of that. The cap's gonna
Nah,
go up.
fuck the Cavs, dog. What is he worth? He fucking 37.
Was Chris Paul
You will
worse
give
right
him.
now?
I mean, what LeBron getting right now? I thought LeBron just read up on his shit. What
He
LeBron getting?
did. He did re up. He's gonna be done at 23. When Brownie is done with high school. Let me see.
Yeah, but what's he getting
Oh,
though?
hold on. I'm on it right now. He's getting 41.
Ooh, shit, that's tough not to give Chris Paul three for 100. That's tough.
Damn, but
LeBron
three
getting
for 100.
41. Yeah, you might have to throw Chris that 100 for three. This is his last contract too. He knows that.
35 a year. I mean, for what he's
Yeah.
giving you.
33, I thought. 33.3. Still, I mean, he's worth it though. Like you see what he did with Phoenix.
Oh, hey, I gotta tell you something off wax. Oh, oh shit. Oh, it's hilarious. I gotta tell you something. Matter of fact, I can just edit this part out. I ain't tripping. But yeah, nah. LeBron getting 41 and he getting 44 that last year. Damn. So we got.
Okay.
Damn. So we only got 2 more years of LeBron. Sheesh.
The cold piece is that Russell Westbrook's the highest paid player on the Lakers, my nigga.
Yeah,
That's
because
crazy when you say that out
80's at
loud.
80's at 35.
On a team with AD and Bron, nigga, Russell Westbrook the highest player.
We got 80 till
Crazy.
25. By then, damn. So Bron gonna leave 80. Hey man, we gonna have to. That's a whole different ball game. But damn, AD's gonna. AD doesn't have a. He doesn't have a. Oh, he does have an early termination option. Damn. So he could leave the year after LeBron leaves. But I can't imagine LeBron leaving AD. But then again, I can. I don't know. Moving on. to the last topic I wanted to get into. Football. Aaron Rodgers. He made a, I don't want to say, well, depending on how you look at it, some might say it's dramatic. Some people might even say it was far-fetched, especially with his tenure with the Packers. How do you feel about this whole thing with Aaron Rodgers and that 2023 last year of his contract gets voided, and he essentially has a season, if anything. 'Cause I think he's gonna get traded next year. I think that's pretty much the writing on the wall. And then obviously they bring back Randall Cobb. What's your thoughts about everything?
I mean, honestly, the Packers been fucking up with Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Right,
The year they went and got Love, that let me know they didn't give a fuck about what Aaron Rodgers wanted.
man.
That was wide receiver galore. You got your boy, you got Jefferson that year, so you know you
Yeah.
reap some benefits of that wide receiver season.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they just said, "Fuck him, fuck it. We're not gonna pick a receiver."
Yeah.
They didn't go receiver first round or second round, and there was guys there. You know,
Yeah. Little
it
injuries.
was wide receiver heaven. I think 12 went in the first 3 rounds that year.
Yeah. Some crazy. Yeah.
And the Packers just said, you know what? We want no parts. We have great quarterback, guy with an arm, a guy that has arm talent, can make all the throws, you know, can manipulate and read defense as well. But you know what? We just not gonna go get him a guy. But guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna get some insurance. Are you freaking kidding me, bro?
I like the
Couldn't believe
concept.
it.
I like the concept of insurance, but I mean, yeah, that shit was crazy.
But you traded up on your guy to do it, like
Right.
crazy, bro. And then you didn't even get a top three prospect. You got a guy that was like outside that top three. So it's like, what did you really trade up and get? You already know football. If you're not top three, everything else after that's a gamble. So what did you trade up to get Love for? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That would have been like the Patriots trading up to get old boy. It's like y'all trade up to get old boy. I could have sat back and got whoever fell to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
You're gonna
Right.
have to work. He's a work in progress anyway.
Yeah.
Everybody keep talking about he's a system quarterback. Bill Belichick is a system coach, so it fits well. It's a great fit. So I'm not knocking, I'm not knocking him at all. It's gonna work out great. You know, you do what Bill tells you to do, and you get the job done for Bill. You'll end up being very successful.
Right.
But I'm just saying, he's not a top three guy. You don't trade up for that guy, and that's why I didn't get with the Packers and Love. Like, you don't trade up for that guy. Like, that guy sits there and you take him when you get the pick. Like, I just was lost with that. So I mean, I don't know, man. I think Aaron Rodgers made the right decision. The Packers, they showed their hand a long time ago, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh wait, you think they already had him like, yo, you on the leash type joint, or what you mean?
Man, they showed their hand a long time ago, big dog.
Oh, they showed their hand. Oh, for sure, for sure.
They showed their hand a long time ago, and I think Aaron is just reacting to what they showed him. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, bro, shit was trash, bro.
He named all the former teammates that they basically did wrong, bro. I'm like, damn, he basically just shot
Oh,
like
for
all,
real?
bro. He shot like all the dead homies: Casey Hayward, Micah Hyde, Jordy Nelson,
Yeah,
James
J. Jordan wrong.
Jones. He didn't shout out Greg because Greg left. He tried to get Greg when they got that chips from Miami.
Greg Olson?
No, Greg Jennings. Greg Jennings.
Greg Jennings. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Greg Jennings.
I think he said I think he said AJ Hawk too because AJ Hawk be on
Did he say Woodson?
yeah, Charles, bro,
Peppers?
Matthews, yeah, JP, bro. He said all the dead homies. He was hey
Jeez.
Rogers pulled a he pulled a color people move right there. Yeah,
Dang.
bro, and that's why I was like, damn, that's a crazy ass like conference, like press conference on your return, you know. So we will. I have no choice to keep a
So he
close eye on
really
it.
is at an all with them niggas, and he really just playing for his teammates. Then at this point,
He's getting traded next year.
He's definitely not playing for the organization if he feel like that.
They spit on each other's hands and they shook on it, and basically he's getting traded next year, bro. I think ultimately that's it because they said that if they would have traded him now, it would be like 44 million. It would have been 44 before they restructured the contract, and now I think it's like 26 or 21. It's probably 26. So I'm pretty certain if he plays decent, because I doubt he's going back to back MVPs. You know, I mean, he could. He could. I've seen crazy shit happen, but it's the likelihood of it happening. But I'm for certain he's probably gonna have 35. 35 and 5. That's roughly his career averages. He puts up 35 and 5, 4,000 yards, second round exit. Someone's gonna look at it and be like, you know what? I still would take a chance on Rodgers. They're gonna trade probably 2 seconds, maybe a first, some crazy shit, and then that will essentially be it. And I think he's done after this year. I think he's done for sure. Because for you to go void that last year, and then basically you're enabling your potential buyers the following year, he's gone. So hats off to Rodgers. Hats off to the Packers for fucking shit up. I love when the Packers fuck shit up. Like they have a good track history of drafting cats too. That's the coldest part. Like, bro, if y'all could just find y'all another playmaker on
Nah, go back
defense,
upstairs, man. I just need you to. Which one is it? Oh, I got it.
y'all can for sure figure this out. If y'all just figure things out, y'all will be good. So I don't know, man. I also a small thing I wanted to talk about with the Olympics. I had no idea that men's and women ran the 4x4 together. Did you know that? Hello? I think we lost our caller. Oh no, we haven't. Yeah, Fred, did you know that did you know that the 4x4 they run men's and women's together?
Really?
I think that's the first time ever. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, they have two women and two men on the team.
What?
Bro, I watched the race. Because the United States they disqualified. They got DQ'd. And I thought about it. I was like, wait, I'm like the man and the woman run together? Like that's dope.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, co-ed, bro. It's basically co-ed track
That
and
shit
field.
sounds crazy,
Bro.
but
And
it's
they
still fair.
right, exactly, yeah, two men, two women. But they got DQ'd. They got DQ'd on a baton
They
handoff.
dropped it.
Nah, bro, they were just outside the zone because you know you're supposed to wait to a certain point, and I guess she left too early, and so
Oh,
yeah, right, exactly. So yeah, U.S. is they are not gonna win the four by
I
four in
I
that.
gotta see that though. And then can you line them up any which way you want to, or you
I
have to line up
I
the
think
guy,
yeah, it's
girl
guy,
two,
yeah,
guy
yeah,
three,
yeah,
guy
yeah,
chick
yeah,
four,
yeah.
or
It's
is it
like it's
any type of lineup?
guy, girl, or either girl, guy. I think so. If they chose to do that,
So
that would
it's
be
a certain
crazy.
lineup also, right?
Yeah, if they chose to line them up, that'd be sick. That would be sick.
I mean, I'll go.
Exactly.
Hey, I'll go. Guy, start off middle girls and then anchor guy.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. Yup.
That's how
Yes,
I do
sir.
it.
Get
Just
that
anchor the
lead.
guy,
Get that
you know,
lead.
because I want to see something crazy at the end. Like I want us
Right.
to be down a couple legs. I want to see Bro Hawk a couple niggas. Like, oh, that's crazy. I'm gonna check that out just for the experience. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It was crazy, man. I watched the pole vault today too as well. That was pretty interesting. The track and field, like the sprinters, they're starting to get up out there now, so things are starting to get to the nitty gritty, man. Have you been keeping up with Team USA basketball or not really?
No, not really, bro. The game's too early.
Yeah, they
Nigga, I seen us beat Iran and everybody was jumping for joy, and I'm like, dog, it's Iran.
Iran ain't had nobody, bro. Listen, man, I'll put it like this. I'll put it
That's
like
probably the
this.
worst thing you could say, but it's just really it's Iran,
I
dog. Like, are you serious?
I'll put it like this, man. The best player in the Olympics is not playing for Team USA. That's all I gotta say.
Oh
So
yeah, Luca. What he do? What he do next
listen,
after the
man.
48?
It he looked like right now he playing like freshman in college versus junior varsity.
Hey,
Like I'm gonna be real with
hold
you.
on, but I was telling you, bro, his skill set is so higher than those Euro guys. When he actually plays against them and they're not more, and he's just as athletic as them, it makes his skill set shine even more
Dog.
because it shows you the gap in the skill set.
Hey,
Because he's able to bully them, he's able to get through contact with them. He has a step on those guys. Like it's really crazy because you see that okay, this guy's athlete, and then you see damn, this nigga can hoop. He's a baller. He has a high Q. So
hmm
when he plays guys with his same athleticism, he's really just head and shoulders, just
ahead of the
way
rest.
skill set wise, way over them, and it shows. And it's crazy because when against Argentina, he was doing shit I never see him do in the league because he's not more athletic than guys.
Yep.
He was in the post,
Yep.
bro, working them in the post, like giving them the business in the post. And it
bro.
was just like, damn, you see him going through contact, getting buckets over dudes. And it's just like, damn, bro, that's what you doing? All right, for sure.
Hey, it's not even so much of that. Like I said, on offense, it's like it's not even close. It's night and day. He's making passes. He's making passes before guys are even rotating. Like in his head, like he's already envisioning. I'm like, damn, like it's nasty. But what's killing me though is that it was one possession. I forgot who they played. I don't know if it was Italy. I forgot they played somebody. Dog, when I tell you he like looks like an all NBA defender out there. And I'm like, yeah, like it's not even fair. Like one dude tried to go up on him, basically body him up, try to get the tough basket. He just blocked that. Another guy, he got I never seen this in Luka in the NBA. He got in the chair, sat his butt down, clamped him up. I said, what is this? I said, damn, these dudes overseas, like, yeah, they caught up, but Luka looked like a whole different player in NBA than he do overseas. So, yeah, man, it's interesting, man. Uh, I appreciate you for coming on the pod. I'll for sure call you afterwards, man. Got to tell you some stuff I just saw. Uh, it's some interesting stuff going on though, man. But we got the NBA draft out the way. Wait, are we still getting summer league? Are we getting summer league?
I don't know, man. I haven't heard anything about it. I hope so, man. I miss summer league.
Oh, let me
And
see.
we only had 1 year hiatus, and I still miss it, man.
Right, let me see. NBA
You
summer
know,
league. Let me go
we
ahead.
see some crazy stuff in summer league, bro. We almost got the dunk, the dunk
Oh,
of the
we.
decade in
Oh,
summer
yo, yo,
league
yo. We
2
are
years
getting
ago with
summer
Miles
league.
Bridges, or 3 years ago with Miles Bridges.
Yeah, yeah. No, we're getting summer league.
Oh, that's dope,
Okay,
man.
cool.
You remember?
So,
You remember the play I'm talking about?
yeah, 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 yeah.
When
I'll never
bro,
forget that. I'll never
yeah,
forget
he
that.
tried to bang on over. Man, Miles Bridges was crazy for that. But hey, that's what some leagues for, bro. Show out.
Show out, man. All right, so that's it, man. Everybody, appreciate y'all for listening to the podcast, especially if y'all did all the way through. This is a good one. I'll be dropping another podcast shortly. Most likely, I'll probably drop it. Honestly, I'm thinking I'll probably drop the next one. I'm dropping this podcast today before I go to work. I'm dropping the next podcast probably roughly. I'd like to say probably I'll drop. I got a Falcons podcast. I got to drop. Probably drop that on Saturday. No, probably Sunday. And then I want to for sure hit Sean so we can get that Niners podcast cracking and go from there. So all right, man. I'll hit you back in a second. Actually, I'll just cut it off and then go from there. So all right, y'all. Take it easy, y'all. Love. Peace.